members of the Indian diaspora, the Telugu diaspora, the Telangana diaspora, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jayesh Ranjan. I work with the minister in the IT department. I'm the secretary of the department. And I look after another responsibility as well. I'm the commissioner for industries. So in my presentation, I'll touch upon both these aspects. What are the investment opportunities available in the regular manufacturing industrial sector, and what are the opportunities available in the IT sector. And I'll definitely touch upon the T-Hub initiative. That is something very, very topical, very relevant for most of you. Now, as you'll be aware, there is a national campaign going on led by our Prime Minister, which is called Make in India. But you must also be aware that while lots of things happen at the national level, states have their own autonomy. States can design their own policies, their own programs, their own initiatives. And we in many ways are really blessed because we are a new state. We need not just allow things to happen as before. It need not be business as usual. We can design creatively, we can think out of box. And this is precisely what has happened if you look at the last 11 months of the new state's existence. In fact, the very first piece of legislation which our Chief Minister and his cabinet has done is to bring out a new industrial policy. And in the kind of feedback which we have received about this industrial policy is overwhelming. I mean, people's eyes have popped out when they have seen what this policy is going to offer to them. And very briefly, let me tell you the salient features of this industrial policy. First of all, most of you would be aware that one of the biggest difficulties, why India is considered to be a difficult country, is that you have to run around for getting permissions, for getting approvals, and sometimes it takes years. You buy a piece of land, you take bank loan, the land lies idle, the capital lies idle, and you feel so harassed, so exploited. Now, all that has become a thing of past in Telangana. In the new industrial policy, we have provided for a system of automatic approvals. If you are an investor who is confident of complying with all the local laws and regulations, you don't require any approvals at all. In fact, if the same problem was posed before any other chief minister, his typical response would have been that, okay, I'll create a single window, I'll improve the administration, I'll make it efficient, I'll monitor it closely. But the response of our Chief Minister has been that we'll do away with the requirements of permissions and clearances. So we have become the only state in India where you don't need any approval at all to begin your civil works. And before you get into commercial production, we'll ensure that all the approvals are delivered to you, that too in a very concrete time-bound manner. So the timelines that we have stipulated are for mega projects, which implies an investment of more than $30 million, or where you create jobs, 1,000+ jobs, or a sector which is very crucial for the, strategically very important for the state's development. There we will give you all these approvals within 15 days. And for every other project, we'll ensure that these approvals are given to you within 30 days. But if you give this health certification that I'm agreeing to comply with all the land, all the laws, etc., you don't require any approval to begin with. You can just go buy your land and start your civil works from the very next day. And one other very important aspect of our industrial policy is that lots of things can remain rhetorics. People can promise the moon, but they may not deliver anything on ground. So to ensure that accountability is fixed, if we say that permissions will be given to you on the 15th day, and what happens if 15 days go by without you getting your permission? So we have introduced two other very unique features. One is that on the 16th day, it is deemed that you get all the approvals, whether you get it or not. And the second important thing is that whoever has caused this delay because of whom it could not be delivered to you within 15 days, he will be penalized. So that particular officer of the government, it could be the pollution control board officer, it could be the town planning officer, it could be I myself. Anyone who delays it, the number of days that he has delayed, his salary for those many days will be deducted and given to the investor. We are testing it for the last couple of months, and we are about to embark on starting this penal action. But fortunately, because people are also aware that this is a very important responsibility, and officers in the new state are extremely committed to laying a very good and strong foundation for this state. we find at least at the state level 100% compliance with this 15 days and 30 days deadline. And in some of the districts, there are minor slippages, which I'm sure will be corrected over a period of time.